What's up guys, Jim here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to today's dose of transfer gossip. And today is Sunday, the 13th of August. So just before we get started today, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notifications tab next to it to receive notifications about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day, what player will finish top goal scorer in the Premier League this season? So let me know your answers down below in the comments section. But now, let's jump on to confirmed deals. And in fact, today, there's only been 3. The very first one is a French striker called Jean-Christophe Bahebec going to FC Utrecht in the Eredivisie from PSG on loan for the season. And I believe last season he was out on loan to an Italian team. He is followed by Loire going to QPR from Brighton on loan for the season. And the final confirmed today is a pretty cool one. That is Giuliano going to Fenerbahce from Zenit for €7 million on a 4-year deal. And he's also got a 91 rated team of the season card, but unfortunately, I think on FIFA 18, he will most likely only have 4-star skills, because I think right now on head-to-head, his skill moves have been downgraded. But now, let's jump on to potential deals. The very first one is going to be Javi Garcia, and this could be confirmed today. So Marca are saying that Javi Garcia is already in Seville ahead of his move to Real Betis, and in fact there are pictures of him arriving. There are pictures of him holding a Real Betis scarf, so it should be confirmed today. And last time he was playing in Spain was 8 years ago at Real Madrid. Next though, we got to Danny Drinkwater. According to Daily Telegraph today, Chelsea are preparing a second offer. It's likely to be worth over £25 million for Leicester midfielder Danny Drinkwater. And Chelsea's season really didn't start too well yesterday. At half time they were losing 3-0 to Burnley. And they ended up losing 3-2. And to be fair to Morata, when he came on, he made a good difference, scored a goal, set up David Luiz, but he was also offside for a second goal, which I think if he left it would have counted. And to make the performance even worse for Chelsea in general, they had Gary Cahill sent off as well as Cesc Fabregas. So 5 goals and 2 red cards is pretty damn interesting. Next though, we go on to Sofiane Feghouli, and according to various different sources today, the West Ham man is flying to Turkey today to sign for Galatasaray. West Ham also still in talks to sign William Carvalho from Sporting. It will be profit though for West Ham on Feghouli, because last year they got on a free transfer from Valencia, I think it was, and now I'm not sure what the fee will be, but I imagine it's probably in the region of £5 to £8 million. And next up on your screen is going to be Messi, but it's not about him, it's about Barca apparently being very close to signing a player who isn't on FIFA 17. According to various different sources today, breaking news, Barca are on the verge of announcing the £36.5 million signing of Paulinho from Guangzhou Evergrande. And yes, that is a former Tottenham player who went to China for around £10 million a couple years ago, and overall it will cost around €40 million because that's his release clause. Now, of what I read on Twitter, most Barca fans don't really seem too happy about this one, because to be honest, is he really a Barca level player? Probably not. Now, he could turn out to be a fantastic sign. Honestly, he could surprise everyone, but he could also be the alternative to Seri from Nice. And now we've got an update regarding Alexis Sanchez's potential move to Tottenham. So first up, Daily Mirror, it reiterates the fact that Tottenham are in talks to sign the Ajax centre-back for around £35 million. And in fact, Sanchez was not part of Ajax's match squad for a league game last night. Now, a lot of places are jumping on this, and potentially it could be a done deal, and the announcement from Spurs could be imminent. But he isn't the only player linked to Tottenham today. The second one is going to Anthony Martial from Manchester United. So according to a journalist that works for RMC, Tottenham have made a bid for Anthony Martial, and it's been rejected by Manchester United. They didn't mention how much the bid itself was, and on top of that, they also mentioned United rejected a bid from Inter Milan for Martial, but their offer was a loan with the option to buy. And next up, according to Sport, former Real Madrid star Angel Di Maria has emerged as a surprise target for Barca as they seek to replace Neymar. Now, it does say a surprise, but this rumour has been going on for a couple of weeks. And now, according to Matt Hughes, who works for the Times, he said that Chelsea have lowered their valuation of Diego Costa to just £35 million. And that Chelsea are not even in contact with the striker anymore. Chelsea have been monitoring Diego Costa's Instagram posts, and they're worried that he's put on weight and will dissuade potential suitors from bidding. So from the start of last season up until about January, he's honestly one of the best strikers in the league, and after that, his form definitely dipped a lot. He's into a move to China, and then it came out that Antonio Conte told Costa he's not his plans for the season. They bought Alvaro Morata in for a fee that could rise to £17 million, and now they're struggling to sell Costa for even half of that. And next up, according to the Sunday People, Gylfi Sigurdsson will finally complete a transfer to Everton this week, and that will then cause somewhat of a domino effect for transfer. So first up, Swansea, they've got to replace Gylfi Sigurdsson, and to do that, apparently, they go after West Brom's Nacer Chadli. That then means that Everton have got Gylfi Sigurdsson as well as Ross Barkley, and everyone knows now, it's public knowledge, Ross Barkley apparently wants to leave. And because of the Gylfi Sigurdsson transfer, potentially Everton, they might lower the asking price for Ross Barkley, meaning Tottenham might try and sign him again. And next up, according to Sunday Express, Everton boss Ronald Koeman will not end his summer spending on Gylfi Sigurdsson. In fact, he's also after a striker, Fiorentina's Kalinic. And now, according to the Mail on Sunday, Arsenal have given up on trying to sign Thomas Lemar from Monaco. And Arsene Wenger is now focused on selling fringe players to cut the club's wage bill. And next up, we've got a very unlikely one according to Daily Express. Arsenal star Mesut Ozil was asked his agent to get him moved to Barcelona. And personally, I think it's very lazy journalism. They're starting to link pretty much every single player to move to Camp Nou. And next up, another Arsenal star today is going to Alexis Sanchez. Apparently, he could be going to Paris Saint-Germain. So reports in France are saying Alexis Sanchez is currently in a Paris hotel with a lawyer and his agent. And there are a few pictures of Sanchez yesterday at the airport. Now this next bit, honestly, it sounds pretty crazy, but you may have heard of him, a guy called Lethal Bizzle. Yesterday on Snapchat, bear with me for this one by the way, but basically it said that Alexis Sanchez, he saw him at the airport, and I believe it was him that put a picture of Sanchez in the background, and he said that Sanchez got on a private jet. And to be fair, it does tie in the rumours that Sanchez was going to Paris. Now one thing to consider about this one, I'm pretty sure yesterday, as well as today, Arsenal players have been given the days off. Like for example, Granit Xhaka, he's also left the country to get away for a couple of days. But then a journalist who works for L'Equipe last night did say, Sanchez will spend a night in Paris and is accompanied by his girlfriend and his agent to negotiate with PSG, and talks are ongoing. So I think we're at the point now, most of us, we're starting to lose our mind because of this transfer window. We're starting to believe Snapchat stories as a potential source for a transfer. Like it's not even a sports journalist, but somehow Lethal Bizzle has caused some Arsenal fans on Twitter last night to enter meltdown. But Arsene Wenger is still adamant that Alexis Sanchez is going nowhere this summer. And next up, we've got Eden Hazard. So the very first rumour today is according to Daily Express. Chelsea star Eden Hazard is a plan B target for Real Madrid if they're unable to sign Mbappe from Monaco. And Don Ball in Spain said that Madrid have ended their interest in Kylian Mbappe and could turn to Chelsea attacking midfielder Eden Hazard. Now I'm not going to lie, you can't really consider a player as good as Hazard to be a plan B. And now we've got a daily update regarding Coutinho as current situation at Liverpool. So first up, we've got some quotes from Klopp yesterday after the game against Watford. So Klopp, talking about Coutinho, has said, "I have to accept decisions from the owners. That's how it is, and sometimes from players." Of course he won't be happy about that Coutinho situation, but it probably makes it even worse the timing as well, as the apparent rumours that Klopp and Coutinho's relationship, it wasn't that great, when in reality, what we saw on the pitch and what we saw in training, it seemed absolutely fine. Now some people on Twitter are saying potentially there could be an FSG statement today about Coutinho, but I have no idea if they're reliable, so I can't guarantee anything. There's also a picture going through the rounds yesterday on Twitter, and it's taken from a Liverpool club store, and basically, the picture of Coutinho, they're starting to take it down. And the final bit of news today is from the Daily Express. They are saying Liverpool are understood to rate Coutinho nearer to £145 million. And now according to the Daily Mirror, stunned Jurgen Klopp wants to sign £60 million rated Lorenzo Insigne if he has to replace Barca target Coutinho this summer. Now I'm not sure if I really believe this one, because Coutinho, this season he was going to play a central role for us and it would have been absolutely fantastic, but unfortunately things have changed. Now at this point in time, Insigne, he's thriving out wide for Napoli. I believe in the past he has played a central role for Napoli, but not as deep as Coutinho will be playing. I mean, potentially we could go to a 4-2-3-1, of course with Firmino at striker, but Insigne left hand side, and then have Salah or Mane just behind the striker, and the other player on the right hand side. But again, honestly, I cannot see it happening. The final one today is going to Dembele, obviously going to Barca again. According to AS, Dembele remains Barca's top target, with the Spanish side set to return with an improved offer of £127 million. And next up, according to Sky in Germany, Dembele thinks he has a gentleman's agreement to allow him to move to a club like Barcelona. But Dortmund have denied that, and it does seem that Dembele is still pushing for a move. They also mention how the Dortmund manager has stated the club held a meeting last night with Dembele, and today they will announce a decision about the player. So potentially Barca could announce Coutinho as well as Dembele in one day. But that is the final one for today's video. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show your support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. Remember, 1,000 likes is the target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click that subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the notifications tab next to it to receive alerts about my videos. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day: what player will finish top goal scorer in the Premier League this season? Let me know your answers down below in the comment section. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.